Namaste and greetings, everyone. It is David Ault, and I want to welcome you to the birthday edition of The Gathering. I am celebrating 65 years young today, and all of the cliches are true. I cannot believe that this much time has passed. It just feels like a blink of an eye. And in the gratitude of all the things that have brought me into this present moment, we would be here all day if I tried to talk about all of them. And so I'm just going to reduce it down and give you a gift. And it's a gift that I received just this week. And it's, we are not able to release anything if we can't love it first. So think about that in terms of thought, because we're always talking about releasing thoughts or releasing beliefs. And the idea that we can't effectively do that if we don't first love it. And the analogy that was given to me by this beautiful soul, Evan, was to think about thoughts as orphans in a crowded room, neglected, feeling defeated and unsafe and traumatized. And that if we were to walk in and to try to communicate with these orphans without first just being quiet and still and acknowledging them and doing whatever it was within our power of behavior to make those orphans feel safe, they're not going to believe us. And the analogy that thoughts are like that. If we don't first sit in quiet and recognize the thought, acknowledge the thought, love the thought enough so that the thought can then come and be with us, and we can then perform a sort of absolution and set it free. That we're just sort of playing on the periphery of releasing thought, but we're not actually experiencing that or creating freedom for ourselves. And I thought that was extraordinary. I thought that that was so liberating and magnificent to be able to recognize and acknowledge that we must first love all things before we can truly set it free. And so today, in this brief, short birthday message to you, I want to invite you to think about all of the accumulated years of thought that you have, the thoughts that tell you that you're not enough, the thoughts that weight you down, the thoughts that are under the category of worry, mistrust, terror, all of those things. What would it require of you to see them as orphans, to walk into that room of all of those crowded years of thought and to just practice loving them? And each one that comes up, each orphan that you see, each thought that you remember and recognize, or the ones that seem to be more present than others, as they approach you, can you love them? Can you invite them to come close to you? And in the process of doing that, effectively begin to give them absolution, to absolve them of any need to stay or to hang on or to protect you, but just to be free. I don't know if there's anything more valuable than that. I don't know if there's anything other that is required of us or asked of us to remember, to accept, not to work on or to do, but to accept as already a part of the innate gift of us, than that. To love all of the things, to push nothing away, and to welcome everything. And in a noisy human world, in the human experience that each of us have agreed to come and participate in, it's the singular thing that I think we all get to remind each other of the most. It's the greatest continual gift that we get to give to each other the most. And I'm just so in awe and enamored to be reminded of that myself. To take 65 years worth of thoughts, and instead of trying to out-spiritualize them or outdo them or seek things in the world to try to prove my worth, to just recognize each thought, the thought that says that I will never be enough, the thought that says that I'm a fraud, the thought that says that I'm unlovable, the thought that says you will never measure up, or you can never XYZ. I mean, it just, the list goes on and on. And when you can begin to just notice those things as terrified orphans and to love them, it's the greatest gift that you can give that thought. And we can all then truly set them free. And so I don't want you to think that it takes 65, if you've been around as long as me, that it takes 65 years in order to create that absolution, but that each one that you do, there's sort of a celestial speed up, and all of a sudden the process of that becomes the normal day-to-day process and practice that we engage in. We're just constantly loving thoughts, constantly loving thoughts, constantly loving thoughts, and then setting them free. And so I hope that that is meaningful for you. I hope that you can experience a little bit of that liberation and that freedom for yourself. And again, thank you for signing up and participating in the most extraordinary journey, the journey of being human. May our time together on the gathering, for as long as we connect this way, produce for you, I like to call them these little particularized gifts. You know how it's like, oh wow, I really needed to hear that. I hope that there is something within our communication and sharing that continues to be that for you. I hope that there is liberation. I hope that there is joy in your heart. I hope that you can sincerely know how much I appreciate everything that you have contributed to my life. Onward and upward as we continue to share this journey together. Much, much love and blessings. Thank you.